Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing well. We're going to talk about oil today. Oil just crested $100. As a matter of fact, as of the recording of this video, and good morning by the way, it hit $101. Now, the reason why I think this is quite frankly one of the most important events in the economy right now is because I believe, and I'll go back to 2008, I was calling it the perfect storm. Now, back then I wasn't on YouTube. I wasn't really doing anything other than covering my own butt because I was selling off in 2006 all my homes, warning people about this massive financial crisis we were in. We had already passed the Bear Stearns collapsing and closing its doors moment, yet nobody still had any clue what was going on, and still got a ton of eyes rolled. They knew that a lot of people had a feeling. They would say, yeah, I feel like something's wrong, but they couldn't figure it out enough to where they would actually go do something about it. They would slow their spending, they would get out of debt, they were still living, like they still wanted to go and impress people they didn't even respect, right? If you guys know what I mean. And, you know, it had already gone. We'd already went through our, rounds of everybody getting money throughout the country. Everyone was handed a check by the Bush administration in 2007, and still people couldn't put it together. But it wasn't until gasoline, the national average, hit something like, I want to say $4.46 nationwide. Don't quote me on that, I don't remember. But it was around there, and in my area was the highest priced gasoline in the country. And as a matter of fact, last week, we got that distinguished award again. I literally live in the area that has the most expensive gasoline in the country, and no, I do not live in Los Angeles. It wasn't until then in June where people started to panic, and you saw news stories about semi-trucks pulling over on the side of the road and saying, we can't even make any money at this point, we're just pulling over, there's something wrong, something broken. And that did something to everybody psychologically. Well, back then I was calling it the perfect storm, and if some of you guys don't mind, hashtag the perfect storm in the comment section below. That would really help me out, because I believe we are running into the perfect financial storm right now. And the one thing that triggers the panic mode, right? We're already collapsing. We were collapsing, guys, in 2019. I hope people understand that. The banks wouldn't lend money to each other. They were panicking, and it takes some time. And just like in mid-2005, when the mortgage-backed security crisis started, that's when the crash started. That's when the Great Recession started. Remember, too, also, a recession is 2 or more quarters of negative earnings, right? Or, lower earnings. And that means that that's it's a lagging indicator. Okay, we're there now, okay? But the facts are it started before the recession started, okay? The crash started before the recession started. Just like the real crash that we're in right now started in 2019, and it is only picking up pace, and there is about to be a moment worldwide where we have bank runs, okay? Now, the cool thing is because I'm here with you on YouTube and Ninja Nation, if you're a subscriber to this channel, you know, because you've been hearing me talk to you about it over and over, that you are being pointed out to the little clues, the hints, the evidence of the actual crash that's happening right now, so you can rest assured that what you're doing right now by preparing, by getting some extra food, getting extra, and let's just say, let me stop real quick, that extra food part, let's just say there's not a famine, right? Because I believe there's going to be parts of the world where there are. Even in America, I believe there's going to be parts where we have little to no food, all right? Very serious situation. However, let's say in your situation, you don't go through that, thank heavens, right? Just having extra food is saving you money from inflation, right? That's plain and simply. But, people at part of Ninja Nation, they have, extra food, extra cash. They're buying inflation hedges like cryptocurrencies, gold, silver, more of the gold and silver for inflation hedges. However, Bitcoin is picking up, and you can't deny the money being made in some of these cryptos. Now, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I got to say that stupid stuff, but it's just a fact. Just to do with a bro hawking a dream that owns a handful of businesses. I still have a full-time job, and I do YouTubes for you guys. I love this kind of stuff, and I can't wait to be able to teach you guys how to go after all these homes that are going to be on the market. But let's talk about the triggering event again. Oil is a very big important thing. See, right now we have huge gas prices. I was driving around in my area the other day, and the cheapest diesel I could find was $4.98. Now remember, diesel is what runs the country. Diesel is what gets you your supplies to your home. It runs all of the vehicles, the semi trucks, the box vans, all that stuff. For the most part, they're diesel. That's the big price. When it hit $5.57 in our area back in 2008, that's when things started stopping. And we are darn close there right now. It's $5 a gallon. I've seen the highest in my town is $6 right now. I've heard that a friend of a friend owns a gas station in Los Angeles, and his unleaded right now is at $6. Now, with that being said, that is the event that is going to trigger in people's minds, because it doesn't matter what social class you're in. Gasoline, you see that every time you go to fill up. It is right in your face. It's like a gallon of milk. You can't hide that inflation, all right? The facts are it's getting very expensive to fill up your car and drive around. What does that mean? Eventually, it will be less driving around, which means less spending. The other thing I want to point out is that we are right now in winter time seeing this price. When it hit its all-time high in 2008, we were in June, peak traveling season, peak vacation mania. Now, I want to point out another thing. I believe that we are going to see a peak vacation mania, and Disneyland and Disney World is a prime example of that. You have seen Disneyland and Disney World not only take away services, things that they normally do, like parades and things like that. You have seen them actually raise their prices, and as of last week, they had hit max capacity for 7 days in a row. That is the facts pointing you right in the eye that people are trying to get out. They're ripping their masks off. They're getting out into civilization. They want to live again. And this goes, it's right in line with my thesis that we are going to come into another massive supply chain drop. Because for every person that's not at Disneyland right now with a bunch of other people, which, oh my goodness, I wouldn't want to be there right now. As packed as it is, and you literally have to wait like 4 hours to get on some of these rides, for every person that's there, there's someone at home right now that has decided to do a room addition or go on a vacation, get outside, enjoy the weather as we're going from winter into spring. I know we're not there yet. I'm in California. I'm in a bubble in so many more ways than one, guys. But I want to point that out. Gasoline, I believe this summer, you're going to see an average price of $5 a gallon or more. That's a national average. I think that is going to blow people away. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a national average some point this summer of $6 a gallon. I know that sounds crazy. That will blow people's minds, especially people in the Midwest where they're used to much lower fuel prices. And I think that today is the day to prepare for that. Now, how do you prepare for it? You save money. These are the days that you have to, there's something so freeing about not caring about how much you're spending on gas. I know it sounds funny, but the things that used to be very important to you, if you can put yourself in a better position tomorrow by not getting into debt today, all these people are buying cars. Think about it. How many people are buying cars right now for $20,000 over sticker price? That is going to go away. I hope people realize that. Not everything that's happening today is going to be like that in the future. That cycle is going to revert. I don't know when. But when it does, that's $20,000 more debt that people are paying payments on. That is insane, guys. Guys, we're living in an insane world. But you know what happens in an insane world? Comes insane opportunities. And that's what Ninja Nation is all about. So with that being said, thank you for all the new subscribers. Thank you for all my long-time subscribers. I love you guys. Thank you so much. We're going to go crush it in this market. The Economic Ninja is out.